Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have an absolute treat of a car. It's just back in the workshop now. It's a Ford. It's bright green. Can you hear it? It's bright green. But it's not what you think it is. It's not a Mark II Focus RS. It is a 1600 GT Mark I Capri. So this car is here for a long staycation in the detailing studio. Lots of jobs to do to this. I'm excited to show you guys around it. It is a beautiful example with an even better backstory, and we all love a backstory. So let's get into it. I'll give you a quick tour around the car and tell you guys what it is we're going to be doing to the Capri. So here she is, a Ford Capri Mark I 1600 GT. This car has been family owned for the same family from day dot, and that is just the best news. It's been passed down the generations, and now the daughter Annie has owned and loved this car for what I can remember must be the last 10 to 15 years. But what a beautiful thing it is. And the main reason it's here is preservation. With anything like this, we want to preserve its finish. We want to preserve the way it looks for as long as possible. Now, it's been with us this year for, I think it was back in July time. We had the rear quarter repaired and painted due to some chips and rusty marks, sort of, I don't know, here, here and here. So we had to paint the whole rear quarter. That itself was quite tricky because, as of all these things, trying to get a colour match to a vehicle that's already been resprayed is hard work. We also did some work on the engine bay too. But today it is all about the detailing and the underside. So first step for this vehicle this week is a single stage machine polish, maybe a two stage depending on what we need to do, because we want to get this paint absolutely perfect before we lay any ceramic coatings down. It's also then going to have a 3-year Sequels Finest treatment, and we're also going to take the wheels off and deluxe those. So quite a lot to do. I look forward to showing you everything there is about this car and what we do along the way, and just to show you how genuine and how nice it is. Now, I've drove this car and I cannot tell you, I can't put into words how nice it actually drives. For the age of it, it is absolutely fantastic. It literally feels as tight as a drum. So there it is, 1600 GT Mark I Capri in the studio. Let's get to it. Right guys, welcome back. So this is the Capri Mark I 1600 GT. It is on my 2-poster ramp, ready for a new application of weatherproofing on the underside. Now I'm going to show you just how mint condition this car is on the underneath and why we are putting some more weather protection to the chassis. So when you have a look underneath, you can just see and appreciate how original and OG this car is. No signs of any welding at all on any of the seams or any of the seals. It literally is like brand new under here. Now you've got to imagine that this car has been on this planet for over 50 years, yet it is in remarkable condition. So the aim of today is to get off any of this loose dirt that's on the body and then put a new fresh layer of undersealant on the entire chassis to make sure it's well protected for another 10 years. Now when you go around the body of the car, you'll see that certainly in all the usual Ford areas that this is indeed a very mint condition vehicle. I don't think I've ever seen one like it, to be fair. Once we get all that cleaned off, that is going to make a nice surface ready for us to put some more Tetrasil on the floor of the vehicle. So first step, I'm going to take all the wheels off. I'm going to put a new masking line down the edge of the seal to make sure I don't get any of the product on the body of the car, and then we'll get on to the application. Now, I think this is about the only place I've noticed that it's had a fresh dollop coat, because I reckon it might have well had a repair here. But that's not to say it hasn't been done well, because the repair is fantastic. You wouldn't actually know, other than the difference of colour with the protective product that they've used afterwards. But on the whole, this is one extraordinarily mint Capri. Let's get cracking. We're going to get the underside cleaned off, get the wheels off, and then start putting some product on. So that's the Capri undersealed, looking very nice. It's just in the drying out period at the moment. Flip the camera around. You can see how even we've got that. Really, really even coverage throughout. That's a Tetrasil undersealant guard installed all over the chassis. But just take a look at that chassis. It is in such good condition. When was the last time you saw a 70s Ford with no dents, no previous welding on display? It's just nice under here. That also extends right the way to the back end, all through the footwell, all through the rear beam in sections, and suspension boxes and arches, all done. Looking very, very nice. Repolished the exhaust as well while we're under here, being careful not to getting any underseal on the exhaust system, because that is a big pet hate of mine. When you get in the car and then you smell it the minute you start it up. But no, I'm really happy with that. Such a tidy car. So next step is, this is almost dry. The wheels are now back on. We're going to get the car lowered down. And when a detailing bay comes available, which is not really sure when that's going to be, we will get it in and start the process of the paint correction and the C-quartz install to that amazing Java green paintwork. What a cool car. Love details like this. It's just a nice vehicle to begin with, and yeah, the results, well, they speak for themselves, to be fair. It's just a nice tidy car. Love the old job. Right, let's get it down and hopefully find somewhere to put it over here when one of these jobs is finished. Right guys, so that's the Capri on a detailing bay finally. All the underside is all finished, it's dried, it's looking really good. So now it's the mask up. Now, really important stage on a vehicle like this is to make sure you mask up all of the chrome and all of the rubbers. It's all very, very old and very fragile. So that is what we're doing now. We've already clayed it. It is ready for machine polishing. Steve's just finishing off around the corner there with the masking tape. I'll whiz you around and show you what we've protected, and then we'll crack on with some cutting. So having a good look around the car, it is in really good shape. Now I've got it in some lights, but I don't know if you can see that. It is like, I don't know, hazy / minor swirls. So a bit of oxidisation that we need to get rid of, as well as these sort of finer marks that are throughout the finish. Now we're going to ceramic coat this one, so we need to get all of that gone. So I'm going to get my Fez tool warmed up, get on the CarPro Ultra Cut and see what we can do to this beautiful Mark 1 Capri GT. It only seems right to be using the Fez tool with the green lead, the green masking tape on the green car. Let's get at it, let's see what we can do. guys, so I've just started here. This is a first step, so obviously it's not refined. But what we're looking for definition in that light reflection. So you can see there, that's not too bad. That's our first cut. When you compare it next door, it's quite a different finish to what we're getting here. So we're definitely making some progress. I've definitely picked the right pad, machine and polish. All we need to do now is make that look like, well, that to look like that. And then obviously after refine, we want that to improve further still. But it's going to be a slow, painstaking detail, this one, so you've got to be careful where this car is so old. But yeah, that is a much nicer finish through there than what it is here. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's get this looking lovely. Right guys, so that is the Capri, made it into bay number 3 of the journey on this detail. So thankfully, I've got the car in here now, we've got it in the light box. Next job now is to refine all of the hard compound polishing from yesterday and get the gloss levels on point and make sure there's none of the haziness left behind by the wall stage. So we're going to get that documented in here today, and then we're going to ceramic coat it, and then it'll be ready for our customer. So we've got a full probably 8-9 hours of work ahead of us in bay number 3, and then I'll be able to hand it back to Annie, which I can't wait to do because I know it's going to look absolutely fantastic, and it will look so much different to when the vehicle arrived. She's going to have full protection underneath as well as full protection on top. So let's get into it. Right, we're there. Stage 2 complete. Beautiful paint ready for coating. Let's have a little look round and have a look under the lights and see what you guys think. But I am very happy with those gloss levels. Very happy. Look at that. And when you pick up the LEDs, the direct lighting, you can see quite clearly that the paint literally is beautiful. I mean, that is some very nice clarity. Really chuffed with that. And it's like it throughout. I mean, there's been only a couple of areas that I've really struggled to get that perfect, like a bowl of green milk finish. I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah, super chuffed. Every square inch corrected. And when you go down here, it's just lovely. What a beautiful car. And the boot lid, on the edge to edges, on the sides. So, next up, I need to take all the masking tape down and get a razoring and make sure the correction stays corrected once we get any oil content removed from the surface of the paint. because obviously there could be some stuff hiding, but I'm really hoping there isn't, because I've followed the ceramic coating steps, as in we used Ultra Cut and then Essence, we've used primers, we've used actual products that are there to create the paving stone layer to a perfect ceramic coating. So let's get the masking tape off, let's give it an eraser, and we'll be ready for a ceramic. It's time, it's ceramic time. I just want to talk you through what coating we are going to apply. Car is now fully erasered, demasked, and ready for ceramics. So this one is going for Sequel's Finest Reserve Cold. So cold climate condition, as in it was suited to installers in a colder climate. Now it doesn't really make any difference to the longevity of the coating, it just flashes where we want it to as installers at the right time, and we are now able to put 2 layers of this on this afternoon, ready for a collection tomorrow. So this is the coating that will give you a 3-year written warranty from CarPro, and we also use the Infratech lights to IR cure this to the body. It's my favourite coating, it's my favourite application, it's nice as an installer, and it's a very nice bit of peace of mind going onwards for the client. So let's get to it without any further ado, get the coating on and get it finished. Right guys, so now we have second coated the Capri, it's now time for the infrared cure to supercharge that coating. So I'm going to lower those into position. We cure each panel and each section of the panel with just under a meter's distance from it at 60 degrees for 10 minutes flat, and then move the lights around to the last area coated and then go around the car in that order. So these are the Infratech IT3000s, fully adjustable lamps. They come with timers on them, everything you need to make sure you're doing the job correctly. Now we're going to start in the middle of the bonnet with a slight flare of the edge lamps to make sure we cover those outsides of the bonnet, and then we'll move this forwards to get the top half of the bonnet. Being this is a big car, it's going to take a double curing session on the lamps. Now set that to 60 degrees, so you'll see the lights just increasing in brightness at 10 minutes flat. And once that's done, move them forward and do the top bit, and then follow the whole car around until it's all been infrared cured. This is actually a requirement of Sequel's Finest Reserve in order for it to work properly. So let's get it done. Right guys, so that is the time capsule Capri now finished. I'm so happy with the results on this car that, I don't know, I'm just super chuffed. Glad I videoed this one all the way through. The results are, it just, I don't know, it's on another level now. So like, it was already a lovely car, and it's difficult with cars that are nice to really show the improvement, but I'm hoping this video does show you the 40 hours of labour that's gone into it and shows you the results, you know, as well as I can see them through this camera lens. But yeah, it's time for handover. Annie is on her way over a bit later on today. We're just doing the final cure down now, and then it'll be ready to hit the streets. But let's just flip the camera around and show you just how well the Capri GT has come out. So as you can see, it is just literally abundance of gloss. Especially when you have a look here, where the coating is being cured by the lamps. The trick with Seaport's Finest Reserve is after a few hours, the gloss levels really start to pop once the carriers in the coating start to cure down. So that is why you see a late gloss enhance on this coating. But yeah, that is very, very nice. I'm extremely proud of this job as well. I really am, because you never know what you're going to get on a car of this age. But yeah, I am super, super chuffed. Just polished all the bright work as well. So all the chrome's been done. Round the lights, the bumpers, and of course, that lovely stainless steel exhaust system is also done. But yeah, here we are. I'm so chuffed. We also detailed the inside. The inside is like brand new. It really is a beautiful, beautiful time capsule of a car. The chairs are just fantastic. Smells proper 70s in here as well. It's had a full interior valet. We've used Gloss Innie on the chairs. Beautiful product to get them looking like that. And the door cards, giving it a nice hoover throughout as well. But yeah, I am very, very chuffed with the outcome of this car. I really am. Bright work on the front all done as well. As you can see, she's an Isle of Wight takeover goer and fan. Obviously our big local show here on the island. I'm sure a few of you have been that watch us on the socials. But yeah, look at that definition. If you go back to the start of the video, it did not look like this at all. It just did not have that glow about it and that clarity in the paint. Excuse my dirty hands, it's been a busy day. But yeah, super chuffed. Let me know what you think about this. I hope you guys are impressed as much as I've impressed myself, because you know, this is why I do it. I'm passionate about cars, I'm passionate about the finish we can give our customers, and to be honest with you, I'm super passionate about how this has turned out. And as the backstory goes, you know, I've known this car since I was a wee lad. There's the phone. I used to go to school with the owner of this car, and I used to go around our house for tea, as you do with kids, and this was parked in the garage, and it was their car. You know, we're talking late 90s now, and then to think, fast forwarding 25 years later, I'm detailing it in my own shop. That's, for me, that's the one. That's just cool. Doesn't get any better for me. But I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Thank you ever so much for the support you guys have shown me on YouTube in just under 4 weeks that we've been on here. It's been really, really lovely. All the support, the messages, the likes and the shares, I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I never set out to be on YouTube. It was not something I wanted to do. I didn't feel it would be important. But now, when it comes to showcasing work, showcasing cars, and having this platform to do it on, and having the time to be able to show you a full process start to finish, I can't believe we've not been on it sooner. But as I say, give this video a like, please share it to your friends, and I'll see you guys on the next one.